Boston Uprising and Washington Justice should be an interesting matchup. Washington stayed approximately the same quality, while Boston have made some sizable upgrades. Can Boston catch up to Washington? Or will Washington continue to stay ahead? We'll go over that today. Starting with the DPS line, Washington will be fielding Decay, Assassin and Happy as the DPS line, while Boston is fielding Victoria, Striker and Valentine. I think this is a pretty easy one. Happy is a provenly very strong hitscan with a wide range of coverage over his hero pool, while Victoria is extremely talented with a lot of potential. I have to go with the known quantity here. Assassin and Valentine both suffered from inconsistency issues, but Assassin has had higher peaks overall, and Decay and Striker will be an interesting matchup. Striker has had much higher peaks over his career, but he is a bit of an unknown quantity seeing as he hasn't been in the league for the past half of a year, whereas Decay has looked great all year. Whether Striker is better or not doesn't stop me from giving the DPS line to the Justice, but Decay could be better than Striker right now. Next, the tank line. This one is a bit more muddied. Mag versus Marv 1 is a bit of a wash. Mag is just straight up better than Marv 1 on every main tank, even the ones Mag isn't known for. However, Marvel has plenty of experience off-rolling, which would come in handy if he ever needs to bust out in off-tank. I'd still say Mag is better, but Marvel's flexibility could put him over the top. Meanwhile on the off-tanks, it's pretty close. Punk was one of the better players on Boston last year. The dude pounded and was integral to every one of their victories. However, Cleo's was a massive part of the Excelsior's turnaround. While he hasn't been able to truly show what he has, he massively helped the team improve. I'd probably still say Punk is better, but I am not confident in that. I think I'm going to go with Washington on this. I can't really trust Marvel to live up to Mag, and Cleo's can definitely hold his own against Punk if needed. Next, the supports. Unfortunately, here is where Justice's streak comes to an end. Boston is fielding Crimzo, McD and Faith, while Justice are fielding Vigilante, Krillin and Opener. Yeah, this is Boston's pretty easily. While Crimzo and Vigilante could be a close matchup, with Crimzo putting out great performances in the league consistently and Vigilante being the second best flex support out of Korean contenders, I could see these guys making the matchups very competitive. However, the issue is Krillin, considering Vigilante can't play until July. Crimzo and McD slaughter Krillin. Krillin is well behind the top two in Korean contenders and wasn't super standout, while McD and Crimzo were some of the best pieces in their respective teams. Don't even get me started on Opener. I've gone on long before about how he is underwhelming, but compared to Faith, who was legitimately a fantastic main support, he doesn't hold a candle. Boston takes this no contest. Finally, the coaching. Boston have the exact same coaching staff, while Washington only added one new one, Tidler. I think this is a pretty significant upgrade for the Justice. Tidler is a great coach with a good track record of 2 trophies. I have a lot of hope he can help lead the Justice to victory, but honestly, it's hard to trust them with Sub-7M still at the helm. Sub-7M is horrible, and Chihuahua isn't great as well. Meanwhile, Boston's is more of a known quantity. Unfortunately, that quantity is rather mediocre. They failed to pull the potential out of a contender season-winning squad, and definitely underperformed significantly. However, I have to give the very slight edge to Boston. I just can't trust Justice with Sub-7M in the driver's seat, though having Tidler as a passenger should make them significantly better. I'll give this one to Boston. Overall, this is a really tough one, but I'll give it to the Boston Uprising. While the Justice win out slightly on DPS and tanks, the support gap is huge. Crimso and Faith is legitimately an amazing support line, while Justices will be mediocre, especially for the first half of the league. Plus, even with Tidler, it's hard for me to trust the Justice not to squander their talent advantage due to sub-7M still being there. And the Uprising are strong enough that the Justice DPS can't just carry. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe for more. I upload almost daily Overwatch League videos, and I'm trying to hit 100 subs by Season 5, so any subscription helps greatly. Thanks.